They're coming. They're coming your way. They'll be here soon.
Hey, they're the dog people, aren't they?
It's been a tough time for me and this family, but I have to say something. I'm a werewolf.
There's got to be something in this book that can help us.
We'll have fun with that.
Up to B.
Well, that's odd. There's bite marks, but it's not eaten.
It must be killing for sport.
Werewolves don't exist, man.
Call me if you need anything.
We're going to need a week to recoup from all the fun that we're going to have.
Now what?
Now we load up the funmobile.
Where are we going?
We're going to Grandma's.
That's like in the middle of nowhere.
Well, where else would you rather be than in the middle of the woods with your family?
Literally anywhere else.
So, Boyks, you know how we say, listen, just no matter where you're at, there are incompetent people all over the globe making movies. You can just do it. You can just make a movie.
That's true.
Not if you're Zachary Will.
Not this guy though. No,
Not if you're this guy.
don't do this.
Just go and do wedding videography and just it's okay. You can just give up.
That's kind of mean.
Welcome to Rough Cuts.
Don't. Anyway, welcome to the podcast. I'm Boyks. That's Ilion.
Hi.
We are a podcast where we watch movies that have dogs in them, and then we rate the dogs at the end. That's the whole podcast.
That's it. That's the thing.
And sometimes we have a really bad time. You know,
Sometimes we have a bad time when we thought we were going to have, like, a good time, or at least a decent time.
Mm-hmm. We should have known. It was Tubi.
We should have known. It was Tubi.
It was on Tubi. It was Tubi. This is Grandma Werewolf. Grandma Werewolf.
It's a good premise.
It's Little Red Riding Hood already did you could just do a Little Red Riding Hood movie. There's
Right?
already a movie.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, I mean, okay, but that's the Asylum movie, and you don't want to do that.
That one's bad.
That one's bad.
But, like, okay, you got a grandma werewolf. She's like a little grandma. She pushes a shopping cart around. She knits. She, like, does crossword puzzles. Like, you got some of that here, but, like...
It has all of... If you talk about, like, a specific scene of, like, oh, it's got very divorced dad. If you say, like, oh, it's got, like, grandma knitting as a werewolf. It's got that. It's got all these things that you're like, oh, yeah, that'd be really funny. But then it does it in a, like, oh, look, I'm a grandma.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna knit. Should
She's
you get me
knitting.
with the sword that you've got?
Don't attack me while I'm doing grandma stuff.
Oh, that would be bad.
Oh,
yeah, don't
no.
do that. Like, it's just the...
Yeah. I think it's so low energy throughout the entire film. It's very, I don't know, like low stakes, low effort, it feels. But it's not low effort. That's the thing. Because we watched the bit during the credits, and they had like a whole crew of like 6 or 7 people around. They have lights, they have boom mics, they have a camera. Like, that's an actual, it's not an iPhone. They have a camera.
Yeah, they have an actual camera.
They have a set. They used green screens that look mostly okay, even though it was obvious sometimes.
I mean, for a $3,000 Kickstarter movie on
that's
Tubi.
the other thing.
It's a $3,000 Kickstarter movie on Tubi.
$3,000.
It looks
like,
fine.
It's so low budget.
It looks fine. The problem is that the actors are not having fun. The writing is not having fun. Nobody is, like,
Yeah.
If this is your passion put on the screen, you have no passion, give up.
It
I'm
feels
sorry.
I mean,
I hated this because it's like,
it feels less like the actors weren't having fun and more like the actors were having fun on set but not having fun in a movie.
yeah.
If that makes sense. Like
Sure.
they were having fun being there and making a thing, but they were
Yeah,
not
maybe.
good at making the thing.
I guess.
Right?
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah. I don't know.
Because I think the idea. So the director had put out some videos when this was Kickstarter to try and get people to back it,
Mm-hmm.
which it did get backed. It's not like it didn't.
No,
You
it
know,
got
it had
its
a- had a low budget. But he's driving in the car, searching out some locations to shoot for the movie, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I mean, is the movie gonna be scary? It's not gonna have gore or anything. I don't really like gore. Maybe one jump scare. My little heart can handle one jump scare."
Like, and that's what I
And, like-
mean, is it doesn't feel like...
Like he doesn't want to make a horror movie. He said he wanted to make a fantasy adventure film. And this is not a fantasy adventure film either.
It's not the
I mean,
premise for a fantasy adventure film.
No, it's a horror premise.
Yeah.
It is. But he wanted to throw in like fantasy, you know.
Well, he had a
stuff.
Lord of the Rings sword, so you had to...
Yeah,
do
I mean, if
that.
they have $3,000, I get them not making their own sword.
Oh,
but,
no, I get it. It's
Yeah.
just...
you know, it's just it's so disappointing.
It's
I think.
so disappointing. I think that part of it, like, I mean, you can poke fun at low budget stuff too, and have
Mhm.
fun with it and enjoy it. Like, honestly, when they grab the sword, like they could have made some kind of tongue-in-cheek joke there,
Right.
about any kind of part of it. What about him being the divorced dad that's going and stealing it from his ex-wife as she's sleeping? Like
That's
the 3
weird.
a.m. sword bullshit that he's doing. It's like,
Yeah.
is this how you get, like, is this the time that you used when you actually bought that sword originally too? Like, is this the same time of day,
Yeah,
dad?
what?
Like, you know, like they could have done anything with it, but they do nothing
They could
with
just
it.
make a. I mean, it is a Lord of the Rings sword. They could just make a Aragorn joke, and like he's standing like the character in like a poster or something like that. Like they could do something, right?
Yeah, like, oh god, like, it... Just
A visual gag.
Yes, I was gonna say do something like they don't need to do, because honestly, saying, "Hey, Dad, you look like Aragorn,"
No,
would be
no,
the
no.
level of what. But I'm saying that that's what the level of the jokes in this are, is the kid turning to the dad and going, "Wow, you look like you're the guy from that Lord of the Rings movie." But what you're suggesting, which would be actually good, is have like a poster of
Behind
Lord
him
of the
or
Rings,
something.
and he grabs the sword, does a quick pose, and then they like kind of zoom out a little bit, and you see the poster behind him, and then he
Yeah.
runs out of the room.
And then he
that
runs
would
out.
be a joke. That would
Yeah.
be a joke, and it would be good, and it would be an homage to like, hey, listen, it's a cheap fucking movie. What are we doing? You know, we love
Yeah.
B movies. That would be a thing. They could do something with that.
That's what you would get in something like like a Gremlins movie or something like that. Like
This is
where
what you'd
they
get-
would show like a film in a film in the background, and that would be a scene they shot
Yes.
for the movie, right? Like as an homage and a joke.
Or in what
I-
they're trying to ape here, which is
Yeah.
what we talked about when we were first looking at this and went, we knew it wouldn't be that good because these are the premier B movie kind of people, but like a
Yeah.
Psycho Gorman, the Frankie Frico people, like
Like you could do a funny joke, like comedy movie like that. Yeah.
oh, it works. Yeah. I
Easy,
mean, it's
easy.
Psycho Gorman. Psycho Gorman's fucking fantastic. It's
Yeah.
really, really good. But it's also chock full of wild gore and tons of weird shit to have fun with it. And this movie doesn't have any of it because they're not talented enough for it. They don't have the passion for it. They don't have like any desire to act. Like they're making a movie that is a horror movie on horror movie topics. And he's like, I don't like horror movies.
I
What
don't
the
wanna do a
fuck are we
horror movie.
doing here then?
Yeah, I think this was a film from somebody right out of university, is my guess, based on what
Yes.
the context clues I've received by looking this up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
watching the videos of him in the car, just like very low energy, being like, well, I had a dream about like, what if my grandma was a werewolf, and I thought that'd be
good. It wasn't even a dream. He was at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's a Thanksgiving movie too, for some reason. I don't know why. There's no reason. It doesn't tie into anything. Really.
No, and they could have done tons of jokes that way too that we talked about the whole movie. But anyway,
but he was at Thanksgiving and he couldn't find his grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody could find his grandma. So somebody at the family dinner or whatever was like, "What? It's not like she turned into a vampire and flew away." And he said, "Oh, but that's because she's a werewolf. She's not a vampire. That'd be a good movie. I should make that movie." And then he didn't do anything with it. That might also explain the garlic. I think he confused vampires and werewolves in the film at some point. Because like one of the werewolf fighting items is garlic, and that is not at all in werewolf lore.
No, they put garlic all over everything in this.
I don't know what the fuck they were doing. Yeah, what?
But there's no stakes or story even to this at all. I think
there's too many characters too.
They blow that grandma's a werewolf. Like, so the start of the movie is dad taking kids out to a cabin. He's the
very divorced dad.
Very divorced dad taking the kids that do not want to go with him because he is the most dad of all dads.
Yes.
Which they could have had. Oh God, like again, just spoiled for jokes all over this thing, and they don't go for it at all. Because they never make fun of that. They never have any fun with that. He's just dad. But anyway, so he takes them out into this cabin in the woods to go and see grandma. But grandma she's like, oh boy, I better hide my book that's about how I'm a werewolf. And you're like, oh, okay, that'll come up much, much, much later in the film as like a big secret where because they're going to have like goofy things happen where she's trying to hide it. No, in like the first 5 minutes, she just goes, oh, now that your grandpa's dead, I should let you all know I'm a werewolf. And they go, what? No, you're not a werewolf, grandma. She goes, oh God, I feel sick. I'm going to the bathroom.
I'm going to go wolf out.
She transforms. She goes into the bathroom, transforms into the worst fucking looking werewolf of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And then jumps out the window and they go, wow, I guess grandma really is a werewolf.
What are we supposed to do?
Grandma's a werewolf.
Hey kids, do you want to fucking murder your grandma? Sure.
Guess we gotta kill her.
Like, what? Why do you have to kill her? Why?
What?
Why? Apparently she's been living like this for 70 whatever years. Why? What's the fucking... Why do you need to kill her? Did she murder anybody? Did she hurt somebody? No.
No, she technically kind of kills somebody.
I know, I don't know. She doesn't. They talk about it later on that, like, the cops even say she did nothing. They say that all she did was steal the eggs.
Well, there was that Xavier guy that was telling the graffiti kid to not do graffiti because that's a crime. And
that's very bad.
If you do graffiti, that is a crime, and a werewolf will kill you. Except if you say not to do it, she'll kill you, but not the one that's actually doing the graffiti. Just the one that said don't do it. Because it's a mixed message, really. I don't know if Grandma Werewolf really knows who's doing the graffiti, really.
Okay. Honestly, just a quick aside about the graffiti thing. That is like the perfect microcosm scene of everything wrong about this movie in a way. In that, like you said, she attacks the guy that's telling him not to do graffiti. And the whole thing with like so many 80s horror movies or like horror movies in general is the justified death.
There has to be a punishment, right? Or something, right?
An overly hard punishment for a thing. And instead it doesn't understand that because the guy doesn't like horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't understand what he's parodying. Like, it just... it's so frustrating.
The dialogue in this film in general is all weird.
It's just terrible.
There's a scene where the kids meet the grandma for the first time, the grandma werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like kissing him on the cheek, and the daughter is like, "Oh, grandma, was that chili or red lipstick? Oh, jeez." Like, what?
What?
What are you talking about? huh?
Like, it's not
funny. It's
not
just weird.
funny. It's just weird. Yeah, like, it's not even played off as a joke. It's just done badly. And some of it is,
Yeah.
I think sometimes they're trying to make a joke and the actors just can't deliver it because the actors are beyond terrible.
They're so bad.
They're so bad. It's not even funny bad. They're not even trying, I think, is part of it. Like, it doesn't feel like they're actually...
No, yeah.
Like, again, I think a lot of it is it feels like this is a passionless project. It's from a director who doesn't like the genre, who doesn't have any inspiration to care about it other than, like, one side quip one time from a family friend or something at a Thanksgiving dinner, that has no real plot or premise or anything beyond that, because, like, why is it Thanksgiving? We're not going to use that for anything. It would have been a good thing to do. They could have done all kinds of jokes and stuff off of that.
We were coming up with, like, okay, the Grandma Werewolf, like, stuffs a body with stuffing and throws it in the oven or something.
You can do so much with it.
Or the family has to, like, shoot cranberry sauce cans at her out of, like, a cannon.
Yeah,
something.
like they get a potato gun and start doing, like they're fighting her off with like the
Thanksgiving.
They get like a carving knife to fight off the werewolf at some point, right? Like just
see now I'm
like
just thinking of
carving knife.
Like this is Thanksgilling is what this is. Which is
sure, but you can do shit with that. You can there's a whole ripe premise here, but none of them care.
The turkey carving knife is made of silver.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like because Grandpa was apparently a werewolf hunter.
He was a werewolf hunter,
but he decided to bone the werewolf.
But he fucked the werewolf. Well, okay,
which could also be a joke, but they don't go for that either.
To be fair, I know a lot of people on the internet that would also bone the werewolf.
Oh yes. Oh, I'm well aware. I think a lot of them would be listening to this podcast right now.
I'm just saying, like, I get it, but.
But the thing is that we get it, and they don't. The director and all the actors and all the writers and everybody involved in this doesn't get or care about any of it. So that's my big question about this, is like you said, it feels like a student project, fresh out of college. I'm sure it is, honestly.
I'm sure it is, yeah.
And like, that his passion is to make movies. But then why this movie if you don't fucking care about any of it? Like, that's the mystery to me. Is that was it just a get rich quick thing? Like, was it, I'm going to make a movie and become famous? Like, I don't understand the motivation. It fucking kills me because it feels like he should care. And then there's just nothing. He doesn't care at all. He doesn't know the genre. The writing is so stilted and low energy. All the actors don't give a shit. Like,
I think he was trying to make it kid friendly.
Why?
Because there's 2 kid actors, so he's like, it has to be for kids.
Why?
Now. Right, and family friendly. So this almost feels like he's trying to make it for like a what am I thinking? Like a film.
Is this just like a BYU werewolf movie? Is that why?
No. This feels like a film festival. Like, you're making something for a film festival that fits a certain genre, that also fits a certain audience, so then you can make a bunch of advertising saying, oh, this is a family-friendly werewolf movie for the kids. Come watch Grandma Werewolf, right? Like...
But that feels like such a corporate sellout thing.
I think he's doing the corporate thing to try and advertise it before he's made it, I think is what's happening.
Maybe? I don't know. Yeah.
But then the actors they got were just not very good, and I don't think the direction was very good.
No.
The camera shots are fine.
They're
for
fine.
the most part.
They're fine. They're okay.
So like, it's fine for the most part.
The cinematography is like... For a $3,000 budget student film, it's more than acceptable. It's better than a lot of the real trash that we see.
I think they should have had 20 minutes of a croquet match with the croquet that had the bayonet on the end of it.
Like, that was
and
such
then just edited
thing to
it.
see on the wall, and then they never used it.
They never used the fucking croquet with the bayonet.
They put all these weapons on a wall they find in the grandma's house after she turns into a werewolf.
Yeah.
and one of them is a croquet mallet,
mallet,
with a fucking bayonet on the end of it.
Which is a joke.
That's great. That's a really
but
funny
they need
joke.
to use the joke.
I don't even think it
Right?
was a joke. I don't even think they understood that it was a joke.
Maybe.
I think that they just had no idea what to put up for weapons, and they went, "Oh no, this looks kind of like one. Well, could we make it scarier? Do we have like a knife to put on it? We got this bayonet, we can put it on the end." And like they just didn't realize how fucking funny that was, because they never draw any attention to it whatsoever, and they never use it. There's nothing about it ever again. Like, it's just...
I mean, look, when you're fighting werewolves...
Oh god, the werewolf was a very funny moment, but I don't think it was on purpose.
Grandma's a werewolf.
Should we redo that scene? What, the
No.
werewolf scene?
Yeah.
Whoa! Dr. Wywee, there's werewolves here. Like, no. Like, anyway, when you're fighting werewolves, sometimes you gotta use a shotgun that you never fire. That you hold incorrectly, because you've also never held a gun in your life, I guess.
Which, like, okay,
Which
I
could
get
be
that,
a joke,
sure.
but... Could be a joke, but it isn't. I guess. They never even really use the sword.
No.
The big fucking Aragorn sword.
He
or
gets the
whatever
big
they have.
Aragorn sword, and then because, well, I mean, they don't understand how to do any, like, fight scenes.
No.
They're the
They could do a camera trick without gore where the sword, like, goes through her or
They
something.
could do something,
right? Like,
yeah. But they don't know how to do even that basic stuff because they're so bad at this. And because what he does is he instead punches her. Like, he gets the sword, goes to fight her in the woods, and then he just gets into a fist fight with her. And then his daughter gets bit, and he goes, "Oh, dang."
Dang, now I gotta kill my daughter, who's a werewolf.
And then walks away. That's the scene.
I guess I'll leave.
That's a whole... We're not kidding. The scene is literally him getting a sword that he steals from his ex-wife's house in the middle of the night. And then he goes to the woods where Grandma is just there. He just knows where Grandma is.
Grandma just teleports to, like, where he is a lot of the time. Grandma Werewolf is in the library for some reason when he goes to borrow a book at 3 a.m. by breaking and entering into the library.
Yep. And she's just there already. And it's like, well, but...
She's there.
How did he break in if she's already there? Like, shouldn't it... They could have at least done a... Oh my god, look, the door's already broken into.
Oh, somebody's broken in. What's happening? Oh god.
Nope. Why bother
With
put any
sudden
stakes
tension.
on it? Why would you make it have any tension whatsoever? But he goes into the woods to fight her, shows up with the sword, and he goes, "Oh, well, I need the silver sword that Grandpa gave because it was, like, super important as a werewolf slaying sword." And then sees her in the woods, Grandma grabs the girl and bites her, and he goes, "Oh, dang," punches Grandma, and then walks away. Like, he doesn't run away, nothing, just slightly kind of wanders out of scene.
Yeah. What annoys me about the library scene too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
They made a joke earlier. About the grandma not being able to solve a crossword puzzle clue about some TV show.
Yes.
So she goes to the library later and she's just like looking through books at random, and I'm like, oh, she's looking for the crossword puzzle answer that they set up earlier as a joke.
That's a good...
Like,
hey,
that's why
you could
she's
do a
at the
joke.
library.
That's really funny.
Right? So then she's just like going through references for crossword puzzle answers. Like, no, she's just in the library reading books for no reason. They never explain her why or how or what she's doing. She's just there.
Yep.
I guess that's
the thing. It is a movie that is a student passion project about Thanksgiving, grandmas, and werewolves, where the director and the actors don't care about Thanksgiving or grandmas or werewolves or horror movies. And it just goes, why did you do this then?
So they need to kill the werewolf because they have to murder grandma. And the daughter,
and
they have to die.
Now?
They have to die.
They gotta
have to fucking die. I'm sorry, son. I know I'm very divorced, but we have to kill your grandma and your sister.
very occasionally they try to get maudlin about this, like once out of nowhere, like because he goes, "Oh dang!" Like he strikes a boxing pose when they both come at him, and then he goes, "Oh, never mind," and puts his hands down and just like Charlie Browns his way out of the scene. And the werewolves don't even chase him.
No,
and that was his whole like sadness over his daughter basically dying and turning into a werewolf. But then, like,
I guess
30 minutes later, he's in the car and he goes, "Man, it's really sad that we've got to kill your sister." And the son's like, "Oh no, that's her seat.
No, I'm saving a seat for her."
And they go,
"That's her seat."
And there's like a sad piano for like 5 seconds, and that's the only thing they do with it. And you're like, "Fuck off."
But okay,
Anyway.
so how do they try to kill we can rant and rave as much as we want. How do they try to kill the fucking werewolves? That's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah. Million different ways.
They make werewolf poison, which is
that's one of them.
The prop they made for the fucking recipe is literally hand drawn minutes before the scene on some notebook paper. It's so bad.
Yep.
They didn't even try to make a prop. Like,
no. Everything in this is the lowest possible effort.
So it's sugar, spice, and everything nice, and also pumpkin spice, I guess. Because pumpkin spice, I almost feel like they were doing SEO stuff, I almost think. But
maybe. I mean, it's just Thanksgiving? Wait, Thanksgiving?
Pumpkin,
like you could...
Maybe?
It's so close to the joke, right?
Maybe.
It could be, like, they could be running around and just be like, "Shit, we don't have anything. Wait. Grandma always makes like a pumpkin pie. Does she have any spice for that?" And it's like, well, does pumpkin spice work? Like, like somebody could have done something with that. Okay, but it's just done low effort.
It's werewolf poison. Werewolf poison specifically. Poison needs to be ingested and or injected in some way.
Yep.
It's poison. It's not acid. It's not any other type of liquid that will damage your skin.
Well, don't worry, it doesn't work at all anyway.
They just toss it on the werewolf grandma, and she's like, "You tossing fucking werewolf poison on me? What are you doing?" So that doesn't work. They try the Aragorn sword that he steals. He literally breaks and enters into his ex-wife's house. And steals it from over her bed while the alarm is going off, and she never notices until the end. And at the end, when she sees him leaving the home with goods that he has stolen from her house with her kids,
after having busted down her front door so that her alarm is going off, and I mean like busted it down as in like the door jam
broke the frame.
Yeah, the frame breaks.
Yeah. And she looks at him, she's like, "Oh, he's such a good dad.
I love him.
I'm gonna fuck him later.
Fuck?
I'm gonna fuck him later." So after that doesn't work, then they go to the werewolf howling journal.
Yes.
Which is the journal that Grandma keeps of her werewolf things that we talked about earlier.
When she's wolfing out.
And inside the werewolf journal is a spell to use magic that allows you to use telekinesis on things something.
I almost forgot about this.
And the son is like reading the spell. The dad tries it and it doesn't work. So then they go on a 20-minute quest to figure out what the fuck was wrong with the book to get the spell to work.
It's just padding.
It's nothing. But so they eventually go to the lodge from Harvester, which is the important thing. And the lodge is the worst part of Harvester.
Well, okay. You see, the dad is... He is an initiate in buying swords at 3 a.m., and this dude that's at the house is a master of buying swords at 3 a.m.
He's a master of buying swords at 3 a.m.
Because he is a ponytailed trench coat wearing...
It's Coach McGurk. I know.
He is a like slightly overweight. Like I'm not trying to insult that, but it's just like it's so stereotypical of a like 3 a.m. sword buyer that he's like this gray-haired, slightly overweight like dad with a ponytail and a trench coat coming to see them, and you're like, "Yep, that dude. I believe he's buying those swords at 3 a.m. You bet."
So then he offers to teach them how to do magic to fight werewolves. So then he has them mop his floors, clean his car, make him frappuccino, I guess.
And again, this is all canonically happening all of this, him driving from out
Yeah.
in the woods back to his wife's house, back to out in the woods, all of this is happening from the hours from 2 a.m. to like 4?
4 or 5 maybe. Yeah.
Just to, really
Okay.
sell
Anyways.
the time.
The fucking joke is he's just having them do his chores, which isn't a joke.
The Frappuccino that he gets at 4 a.m. on Thanksgiving evening.
But the entire time they're doing the montage, the characters are like, wow, this is just like Karate Kid.
Yep.
They can't even make the reference without just doing it. They have to tell you.
They have to turn to the camera and say it over and over and over. Oh man, this is like wax on, wax off, just like Karate Kid. It's
just like Karate Kid. Remember Karate Kid?
40-second montage, and I think they reference Karate Kid 3 times.
So at the end, the master, the sword master, the wizard, he teaches them that, oh yeah, man, you don't need to believe shit. You could just read the spell. I put it in a book in the library, the one you were trying to get when Grandma Werewolf was there, and then you grabbed the wrong book like an idiot. It's online too. Don't you have the internet at Grandma's house? Oh no, Grandma has an old fucking.
She has a computer that is worth more than their Kickstarter money.
She has a Commodore 64 or some bullshit that doesn't have internet. Yeah,
I think it's older than that. Honestly, that thing was ancient.
So he's like, oh yeah, you just say the fucking spell. There's no actual magic's just words, man. You could just say it. You could print off the fucking look after you finish the quiz online. You become a master, and you get to print off a certificate that says you beat Heroes of Might and Magic 7 and 8. And afterwards, you get to show it to everybody.
It'll tell you how many years you have saving Enroth. Yeah. You can keep it on your
6
desk
too. Yeah,
so
that everybody knows that you completed Heroes of Might and Magic 6.
Yeah, your valiant efforts and heroic deeds have saved the kingdom from the scourge of devils and fanatical conspirators. With the fall of their alien masters, the priests of the Temple of Boss scattered to the wind, leaving their followers to wonder at the absence, and the rest of Enroth to rejoice for the restoration of peace and order. Time-saving Enroth, 6 years, 7 months, 19 days. Your score, 6,360.
That's true. This is all true.
You could do that if you have the Might and Magic 6, the Mandate of Heaven. You could definitely frame that.
You could
put it on your desk. If you were a really weird nerd.
And then afterwards, you can use magic. So the whole fucking thing, by the way, he just prints off the instructions, which were already in the werewolf
closest
book.
Joke that they get.
And then at the end of it, the son's like, "Oh, that was a B, not a P." Or whatever.
It's a typo.
It was a typo. Now you can do magic. Oh, I'm glad we wasted 20 minutes of real time to fucking solve this puzzle. Fuck off.
It's the one joke that's an actual joke that they try and do, and it has a setup and a payoff, but it's stretched out over 20-some minutes.
It's too long.
And it's not very funny. It's a very, very cheesy, lame, short joke that's done over an unbelievable amount of time. And you can see the ending coming from 10 minutes plus earlier. So you're just like, God, just fucking do it, guys. Just get to the joke. What are we doing here?
So I was saying earlier, I think there's too many characters.
Yes.
There's also the 2 FBI guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they're in the movie. They don't add anything. They don't do anything. They just make steel beam jokes for some reason, 9/11 jokes. I don't know what the fuck they were doing.
Yeah, that was 3 days ago, guys. Come on, get with the times.
Yeah, grow
Those
up.
are Charlie Kirk jokes now.
So, and then there's the January 6th rioter Hunter Man.
This was actually the funniest fucking thing at the beginning of. Well, the beginning of the movie, I was somewhat excited because they had a really good joke with him right at the beginning. Although I question if it was a joke now, after watching the rest of it, which is that they just cut to him out of nowhere. This dude in fucking Temu tactical vest and a wolf pelt over his shoulders.
Yeah.
And he's running through the woods and he shoots a thing that you can't see because they don't have any budget for it. But whatever, that's fine. And then he goes, "Yeah," and looks down and pulls out this big checklist of all the animals that he's killed. And he crosses off deer as like the last one. And then all the rest of them are like Loch Ness Monster, Yeti, werewolf, vampire. And it's like, okay, that's fucking funny. That's kind of a joke. Anyways, he leaves the film for the next hour.
He's like gone most of the movie. And at the end, he shows up again after the grandma werewolf has been unwerewolfed because the moon. By the way, they don't kill the grandma or the daughter.
No, because there's no gore. They can't do that.
The solution is just they waited till the night was over, and now she's grandma again. I guess we don't have to kill her.
Yeah, they finally get the upper hand, and they go, "Wait, we can kill grandma. Wait, the sun's rising." Oh, okay.
Guess that. Oh, I almost had to do something in this movie. Fuck. Whew, close one.
It just resolves by accident. They're in the house with the grandma and the daughter, who are supposedly these dangerous, scary werewolves, for like 20 minutes at the final climax of the movie.
Yeah.
And they're just hanging out. Grandma's knitting upstairs.
Yeah.
What? There's no tension. There's no movie here.
But anyway, he shows up at the house at the end. Because he's still trying to shoot that werewolf.
Yeah.
And he goes, dun, 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 dun. He's like doing like tactical like rolls and shit going towards the door. That's almost funny.
Kind of.
It's almost funny.
Almost there, but like the actors
I think he's the only one who like kind of cares.
He sells it more than most. He's definitely the best character and actor in this.
But he like breaks open the front door, goes to their table that they're eating breakfast at. He's like, "Where's the werewolf?" This is just a grandma house. There's no werewolf here. Oh shit.
Sorry, folks. I'll just
my bad. Dun 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 dun.
See, if they had him actually roll out of that scene, that would have been funny. Instead, he just saunters out.
There was no point to him being in the movie because he didn't do anything, and then he didn't do anything at the end, and then he just left. So why was he in the movie? Nothing happened. He didn't do anything.
He had the two kind of sort of jokes of the checklist and then doing dun-dun-duns to get into the house. That was the...
I guess.
See, like, they're funny joke moments. I actually had one written down as a good example of, like, just how low energy and awful it is. I just want to put it in.
Holy schnapples, she's actually a werewolf.
Language.
Sorry.
Schnapples? Can I say that on
Who's
the podcast?
watching a grandma werewolf budget indie horror movie and then wanting to be like, whoa, I hope they don't say any bad words. They better keep it G.
The audience he's making it for, which is the family friendly.
That's not an audience for this.
That's what he's making it for.
That doesn't exist. That is as fucking fictional as the goddamn werewolf. There's no family-friendly B-movie indie horror grandma werewolf scenes.
Why did the grandma werewolf go shopping in the middle of the movie for some eggs? What was that about? That didn't amount to anything either.
It's the only crime that she does. The cops even confirm it.
She does crime.
That's the only thing that she does that's bad, is she steals eggs from a store.
Anyways, so... they don't prosecute the grandma at the end for stealing eggs. They don't kill the grandma. They don't do anything about the daughter.
Nope.
She's fine, I guess. And then the mom shows up at grandma's house. The very divorced mom for the very divorced dad.
They obviously don't like each other, and he just broke into her house.
She saw him leaving her house after the alarm went off and her front door was fucking kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
With a sword.
Yep.
That she usually sleeps with because it's her sword.
He went over her bed while she's sleeping. Again, broke in and stood over her sleeping body. And she goes, I can't not fuck him.
He's so fuckable. God, we gotta get back together. Yeah?
Oh,
dude.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. It's the magic of Grandma Werewolf, I guess. I don't...
And then they do a joke thing at the end where they talk about a website that they have.
That is weird. They fucked that up so bad.
It's in line with how low energy everything else is. They just don't care.
So after the credits is what you're talking about. There's an after
Yep.
credits scene where they do a Ghostbusters commercial joke with the 2 FBI guys, but the 2 FBI guys don't do anything. So like, I don't know why fucking anything. But at the end, they're like, "Hey, go to our website. Here's the URL. You can go there right now."
If you need help with a creepy crawly werewolf or other thing like that, we're here as your cool FBI guys, as private investigators, I guess now.
In a normal movie, when they show a joke URL like that, they make a fake website, either in like context of the film, of the characters, so it's like a fun little Easter egg, or
like,
it just links
that's
to
the actual website for the movie.
for the movie, right? They didn't even buy the fucking URL.
No, and it's not like, oh, well, this is an older movie, it's gone. No. Like, you can look in way back. There's never been bought. There's
They just
never been a
did
website.
it. You can't put a fake URL as a joke and not buy the URL. Like, that is, like, what the fuck?
It sells to how passionless this thing is. You can make a movie. Go out and find your... If you have a passion to create something, I would love to encourage that. You should all absolutely do that. We should all strive to make more art. Part of making art is giving a fucking shit about the thing you're making.
One thing we didn't mention. So I'm gonna roll it back.
Yeah.
The divorced dad falls asleep at some point and has a nightmare dream.
Yes,
where he's running through the woods away from a grandma werewolf.
I wish it had more of this. This is right at the very, very beginning.
And
before she
and then it
turns.
cuts to him like turning to see what's following him, what's chasing him in the woods, and it's the worst Halloween mask werewolf I've ever seen in my life.
Which is incredible,
Which is
because
worse
we see a
than the one they're
really
already
bad
using.
Halloween werewolf mask later on. The werewolf mask they show here, like in this dream sequence, part of the problem is that, like, you know, because it's those rubber masks, they didn't make sure that it was pulled out all the way. It's slightly inverted on one side.
It's wrong. It's very lazy. I think, by the way, that's the same werewolf mask that they used for the promo movie, like the little short film they made to try and advertise selling the Kickstarter. Because I did watch that also, and that is a completely unrelated short film to the movie, with actors and characters that have nothing to do with this film. So it was just like, this is a rough idea, we're going to make something out of it, and then they made something different. Because that's a horror movie that they made. So, anyway, after the worst Halloween mask werewolf I've ever seen in my life shows up, it cuts to him turning around again in the other direction, and now there's a CG default asset like wolf.
This is a fucking VR chat wolf.
This is like a Second Life wolf with something.
Yeah, more Second Life. No, you're right. VR chat is way too advanced for this.
It's way too advanced. And it's talking to him like, "Hey, I'm a werewolf," or some bullshit. And then he wakes up and it's fucking amazing.
It's like the Sanic drawing. Like, it's
so
level.
bad.
It's so
we
bad
need
that
more of that.
Like, there's little bits of pieces in here that make you think that, like, whoa, maybe they actually cared. And then no. They had no idea that any of that was funny or interesting. And there's so little.
There was also, Grandma's been doing a lot of shedding. Like, little weird lines like that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Or like, I'm a feminist.
Ew, no. I'm a feminist. That means I don't do guy stuff.
I'm a feminist. Why is the daughter saying that? What does that mean?
It's all the stilted dialogue. And it would almost be good for that, except again, like, all the actors can't sell it even as a bad actor thing. Like, their line, all their line deliveries are like,
oh wow. I can't believe Grandma is a werewolf. You could tell from the poster too, by the way. Did you see the tagline on the poster?
I didn't know.
Okay, I sent you the poster.
I did, yeah. I just didn't look at the tagline. Oh, happy Thanksgiving, Grandma's a werewolf.
It's so lazy. That's not a tagline.
Jesus Christ.
Happy Thanksgiving, Grandma's a werewolf.
This is a mystery movie to me because I just don't understand why it has all the hallmarks. Like, you can tell they knew they weren't going to get rich off of this. They weren't going to sell a whole bunch of copies. They weren't going to, like, this wasn't going to be the jumping point of his career.
No.
And
maybe, I mean, it could just be them just trying to have fun and make a thing, right?
But they
That's
don't.
always a possibility.
That's what I'm saying, though, is that it has none of the hallmarks of people having fun making a thing. It's not a thing that he has any passion for. He doesn't care about the genre. He doesn't care about the premise. He doesn't, like, that's what, like, he doesn't care about gore to put in it, like, any special, like,
Yeah.
sometimes you get people that are like, well, I just really like doing the special effects, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, and it's like, he doesn't care about the special effects, because they don't do any. He doesn't care about, like, the idea of, like, a Thanksgiving movie. Doesn't give a shit about that. Doesn't give a shit about it being a horror movie. Doesn't give a shit about werewolves, because he's putting garlic on bear traps to be werewolf stuff, because he doesn't give a shit about any of the werewolf lore or any of that stuff. So it's like, where's the impetus for this? I don't understand why this came about.
Maybe he's just really into grandmas.
Anyway,
Anyway,
it doesn't even have any of that. It has one crossword joke and a knitting joke. Like, we actually talked about that. That would have been a funny thing, too, if the grandma werewolf was like a werewolf that turned people into grandmas.
That's a better joke.
That would have been really funny, too. But there's nothing there either. This was the most disappointing thing, because we were looking at stuff, and we found some really bad movies, and I went, let's do this grandma werewolf thing instead, because that looks like it's kind of got, like, low budget, like, indie horror.
It could have been like a
Dogman
Dogman
stuff on it,
right?
Yes,
like I like the Dogman movies, even if they're not good.
They're terrible. But like,
you could tell they had heart when they were making them.
Yes, like, that's the thing, is that
Yeah.
the director obviously thought, wow, I really like the idea of the Dogman. And so he was interested in it, and it comes across on the screen. In this one, he's not interested in Thanksgivings or grandmas or families or, like, hunting or, like, werewolves.
Any of the lore.
Or any of the lore. Like, he's doesn't give a shit about anything that involves this movie. He doesn't care about the genre. He doesn't care about the special effects. Doesn't care about... So you're like, well, what? Why did you do this?
I mean...
I would love to interview him.
Talk about it, right?
I guess I'd love to interview him to find out, like, so why did you, what made you think that you should do this as a movie? Like, I get that his passion might have been making movies, but then that's not enough of a passion.
It could just be film studies. He likes film, right? I got that feeling from all the shots, all the camera angles.
Sure.
At that point, you shouldn't be writing, probably not directing.
No.
Right?
He should just be a cinematographer then, I guess.
That's different, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
that's Grandma Werewolf.
Grandma Werewolf.
I don't want to rate this dog. We have to rate the dogs. We gotta rate
the dog.
Her and the daughter.
Dog. Yeah. The Grandma Werewolf is 5-finger discount out of 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does.
5-finger discount.
12 eggs.
12 eggs out of 10, just stealing a carton of eggs. Yeah.
I will say, actually, we talked about the hunter being one of the highlights of the movie, is being like somebody who put more effort in and cared more as an actor. Mm-hmm. I think the grandma did also.
I think she did fine
but
for the scenes that she's in, yeah.
The problem is that then they immediately put her into the werewolf costume and she never speaks for the rest of the movie.
She just grunts.
So she's kind of like sort of an interesting actor person in this and cares a little bit more, but then she just...
I also think her acting was very bad.
Oh,
when she was acting.
But... nobody's good, but at least like...
Yeah.
There's a difference between... I mean, in the Dogman movies, none of the actors there are good either.
No.
But they're putting in effort.
They're great.
And no one else is putting effort into this. Like, I'm not asking for much. I'm not asking for them to be good. I'm just asking for them to try to act at all at any moment. And there's only 2 people that do that, and it's Grandma and the Hunter, that even vaguely try.
So that's your rating for the dog. Oh, that's your rating for the grandma out of 10.
That was, yes. Then the daughter, I have a rating.
That's a little
her.
wordy, but I appreciate it.
Yes.
The daughter. I'm gonna rate her. I don't throw no football out of 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna rate her as a feminist.
Feminist out of 10.
She's a feminist out of 10.
Oh yeah, they don't throw footballs. That's
No, definitely
well-known
not.
fact.
Holy schnapples, do they not?
Oh, Tubi, why? Anyway, that's
I
this
should have known it
episode.
was a Tubi movie.
That's this episode. You can follow us on Blue Sky at Rough Cuts. You can email us, roughcutscast@gmail.com. You can support us on Patreon. We do rent films. We do buy materials. We pay for hosting. Anything that you want to provide us. To
A lot of times we have to
running
buy
is helpful.
movies like this one.
It's true.
We didn't have to get a weird knockoff DVD player for this movie, at least, so that was good.
Thankfully.
Thankfully.
Anyways, if you're a where-believer,
If you're a
where-lever, that's almost a joke. I don't. If
They
you're
tried,
a where-lever, you can go to our website at roughcutspodcast.com, where you can check out cool things that we use to fight werewolves and bad movies called podcasts.
It's
check out the
digital
website.
poison for werewolves.
It's digital poison.
Just plug the earphones into your grandma and she'll die.
This is going to be the spell trap right outside here. I'll be over here with the axe just in
Oh,
case.
dab with the axe. Okay.
And I want you to hide here.
We're gonna need some bait to lure them back to the cabin, though.
Yeah.
So is he gonna kill his daughter? Is that the...
But what?
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna get custody again.